and have it, yeah, just re-click for me and make me think of things in another light. So sometimes we got to learn things 1,000,001 times before it's always present. So clarifying your soul's purpose. This is something I coach on, but I love how she brings it into the relationship. So many of us have visions and dreams, and it's like a hurdle and a challenge to accomplish, right? That's why I call myself a catalyst, and I bridge the gap between dreams and reality. And the biggest hurdle, I think, is that some of our dreams and our visions that we hold for ourselves aren't in alignment with us. So it's not that you can't make it happen. You can, but you have to force it. I do. So if your dream or vision isn't aligned with your purpose, it's going to be a little bit more challenging. Not to say that it can't happen. It can. I believe everything's a possibility. But when you're in alignment with your purpose and your soul's purpose, which is what this chapter is about, things just happen that much smoother. So, for example, like my startup that I had worked on, my first startup, oh my goodness. It was like challenge after challenge. I went through 7 developers, went through litigation with one of them. Like, it was a nightmare. And with this new startup that I'm working on, like the relationships, connections, everything have been flowing effortlessly. Well, not effortlessly, but just comparative to the last one. So I feel very connected and in alignment to what I'm working on. But now let's talk about relationships. So I'm sure that you guys know relationships and can think of a couple that appear to have it all, right? They have the amazing family, money, house, adorable, they look great together, but they seem to lack a certain something. They might lack grace, connection, joy. So I don't know if do you guys know any couples like that? Tap the heart if you know a couple that appears to have it all, but they don't. There's something missing. It's like the depth. Does that resonate for any of you guys? One, we got a few. Okay, cool. So that is because they probably aren't in alignment with each other. Their soul purpose. So what we want outside of the norms of a successful union is something that's greater than, something that's enhancing, where we are whole and complete together, and then we come together and we create some even more magic. So she goes into this one couple, and this one girl, okay, Monica. So Monica has been married for a relatively short period of time to this amazing man, but she's very spiritual. Monica's a very spiritual person, and she married a man who is agnostic. So he supports her to pursue her spiritual practice, but she realizes that she wants to go to school to become a minister. So she wants to go to school to become a minister. And that's completely not really, is she a Scientologist? I don't know. It's just in the book. So she wants to do that, and she's realizing that there is such a disconnection to this man that she married, even though she loves him and what she's doing. So she feels like she's in a crisis because she feels like she's being inauthentic to herself. So she sees Catherine Woodward Thomas, and I love this because we don't always have to write people out. We don't have to write people out, but she sees Catherine Woodward Thomas, and she invites her to explore her husband, not only what he doesn't believe in, because that's what she's focusing on, but what does he believe in? It might not be God, but he might be a believer in serving people to become the best that they can be. It might be to serve people in a meaningful way somehow. So when we shift the perspective, shift the paradigm. By the way, I created a Facebook group, Shift the Paradigm, for us all to connect. If you want to join, just find it. It's with a Y though, P-A-R-A-D-Y-M, Shift the Paradigm. And no one's in it yet. But you guys wanted me to create it, so I did. And the intention is to have a safe space for people to connect and all that good stuff. and hold our intentions high with each other and be vulnerable. So I love this perspective, though, that she asked Monica to look at her husband and see what he does believe in, because you have to believe in something. We all make a choice to believe in something. So by doing that, she can recalibrate and look at the connection and see if it's something that's going to work with her. That way they can be united in a belief, in a vision together. Hi, thanks for joining. Oh, hello. So unless they can locate something outside of themselves on which they are to join, they are going to have a much more difficult time forging a thriving union. For many of us, finding our spiritual partner opens the gateway that leads to the fulfillment of our soul's destiny. That's why we are in agony. That's why we are in such agony in his or her absence. So, sometimes the path to know ourselves and our purpose can take many years. So it's not that you getting married or being in relationships with somebody is wrong. It's about finding a vision that you can be aligned to together. You guys get that? Is that making sense? Okay, no feedback. Come on, people. I know it's early. Look, my voice is like so scratchy. It's so funny. I don't usually talk to people, I guess, in the morning. I don't even know. Okay, so Eileen Caddy, co-founder of the Feinhorn community, once said, "A soul without a high aim is like a ship without a rudder. Just as knowing your sexual proclivity promises to bring clarity to your love life, so too does knowing your soul's purpose. Everything comes into focus. Connecting with this high aim becomes your reference point, a primary directive from which all other decisions are made, particularly with the one you're about to create a loving and intimate relationship with." So it is important to find your high aim, your vision with your partner. And you can take this into any setting. This can be your friends, this can be business. It is so important to share one vision and be really clear on it, and from there explore the greater context. It's not about who you're with is wrong. It's just finding an alignment. Where is it? You might not think it's there, but if we can shift the perspective and look at it from a different angle, and maybe that takes talking to some friends about what you're looking to do, just to get feedback and sometimes get out of our heads and get out of the box. But yeah, just to bring a new perspective into this so that we can find where we're aligned together on a vision greater than ourselves. So for me, that's what I loved about the book launch last night for Lewis House, is that he truly is, even though he's accomplishing so much, and I'm just so excited for him and proud of him, he is in a state of service. He is in a state of service to make an impact, and that speaks volumes. His vision is greater than him. My vision is greater than me. For me to find the love of my life, they must have a vision greater than themselves that aligns with mine somewhere. So, our purpose is how we live, not what role we live. Our purpose is found each moment as we make choices to be who we really are. Our soul's purpose is always connected with who we are in relationship to other people. I like this little quote here. "Joy can be real only if people look upon their lives as service and have a definite object in life outside themselves and their personal happiness." So if you guys believe in service, tap the heart. Let me feel that you guys believe in service, because it is so powerful. Awesome. "Love, whether newly born or roused from a death-like slumber, must always create sunshine, filling the heart so full of radiance that it overflows upon the world in an outward way." Love that. Okay, we're almost finished, you guys. We're almost finished, and then we're going to go into the homework. So when you look, wait, there's something I want to read. When you are living inside of your soul's purpose, you often are in flow. That's what I was telling you with my startup. When I shifted into this startup, everything's been flowing so easily. We lose track of time. We're not concerned about how much money it is, or that we're making, or that we're not making. It's that we feel alive, useful, of service, and part of all that is. And that is so true. So true. So good stuff. Good stuff. So you guys got the message. Find the vision. Find the mutual vision for you and your partner. And find where it connects and collides, because that is powerful. And when you have a vision greater than yourself, that's what gets you up in the morning and has you tackling your day. Thank you. Okay, so the homework is journaling again. We're journaling today. So she wants us to expand upon these questions. The first one is, what do I love to do? Write it down. What do I love to do? And second one, what comes natural to me? Third, what do I feel passionate about? Hello for those that are just joining. I know everyone left. It might be too early in the morning to do this. I don't know. This is my first time trying it in the morning. So what do I feel passionate about? Then, this is also important because it's about how other people look and see us. What's your theory? People have always told me that I'm good at. It is good to see what other people see, because sometimes they might see what we don't, and that could open up something for us, because we have blocks as people. So it's interesting to see what other people see for us, where they see our value, our quality. In the book that I wrote, Mannerisms, I talk about doing this because it is so impactful. When I was a child, I wanted to. Oh my gosh, I should read my own book. Just a thought. I should go through my own book with everyone. Oh my gosh, so funny. Okay. When I was a child, I always wanted to ... And okay, awesome. Yes, do it, please. When I was a child, I always wanted to. And the purpose of my life is. So, fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks. I am here to bring blank to the world. And that is the homework today. So really getting connected to yourself. And this is all to evoke purpose. Evoke something that you've had passion towards that maybe you didn't even notice. Because sometimes we do things and we feel excitement. And we feel excitement when we're working on something and feeling purpose, yet we don't recognize it. So it's so important to recognize our purpose, feel it, experience it, not just think it in our heads, but to feel whole and complete and act on it from our cores. So when you're doing that and things are moving effortlessly, you're in alignment with your purpose. Just saying. When things are on a roll, let's say, and we use that line, you are in alignment with yourself. And that is so impactful. So that's what we're doing today, finding our purpose, sharing our purpose with other people so that they can also hold that vision, being intentful. We talked about intention yesterday and vision the day before. All of these are on Catch, so you can go back and watch them on Catch. I'm going to start putting them in the Facebook group once somebody joins it. So I'm not going to put any extra effort there until someone joins it. Or maybe, my purpose is inspiring and evoking freedom and choices. I really want everybody to feel love inside. And so once they are feeling love, then they can bring love to the world. That's just my greater vision, is changing the vibrancy of the world. And that is, that's what my startup's all about. Actually, it's about health and well-being, but my core that I'm not saying necessarily to everybody, except for I just did on Periscope, is that I'm changing the health consciousness and the vibrancy of the world. So that's me living my purpose. And